Kitty!
Kitty cat!
Meow, 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 meow. That's a fuzzy kitty.
Yes.
That's a fuzzy kitty that wants you to pet its tummy. Well, it doesn't want you to pet its tummy. It's showing you its tummy as like, look, I trust you, human. Don't pet my tummy, though. Do not pet that.
For all the stereotypes, the cats that I've encountered like having their tummies pet.
Some cats like having their tummies pet.
Mm-hmm.
Some cats don't like having their tummies pet.
True enough.
I have had one cat that liked having their tummy pet. Every other cat did not want you to pet their tummy.
So, welcome to my garage base here in London, behind the Vagabonds.
Oh, you have a shed now.
Yeah,
you have a big shed.
It is a garage.
I mean, you definitely made it your own. Why do you have a small tower in here?
Because I needed to power all the different lights, because, you know, it's always so dark indoors.
I'm not saying it's bad, because I have a weird fascination with electrical towers, so I would be the kind of person to build a small electrical tower and put it inside my shed.
Anyway, I've spent a lot of time around here, and I found quite a few firearms you might be interested in.
You found quite a few different things? What the heck? What's wrong? What happened to this AR-10? It looks sick.
Sick as in totally radical?
No,
oh, man.
It looks sick as in it's not feeling well. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
this
no?
AR-10's very sick.
It's got a very round barrel.
Oh, it's very sick. Oh no. Why does it have side charging?
Side charging? The charging handle?
Why does it have side charging? Why does it have a not quite a Picatinny rail that someone attached a detachable carry handle to, but it's like a detachable carry it's not a good detachable carry handle. It's not a good detachable carry handle. What the?
So you're not a fan of this one?
That is the weirdest selector configuration.
Normally it goes safe semi-auto, not safe auto semi.
No, it's burst auto semi
Oh!
on this one. So there is no safety anymore, unless safety is pointed down.
No, there's no way.
So on the original AR-10s, the way the selector went was auto, safe, semi. Do you know why they changed it from that setting?
No, I don't know. Please tell me.
Because when you were low crawling and dragging the rifle around by the front sight, the ground dragging across the side of the rifle would put it on full auto.
That makes sense and is a problem.
Yeah, it's not likely that stuff's gonna get in there, but it just means that you just put a weapon that is probably loaded on full auto while the muzzle is maybe pointed at your head. So, you know, maybe not the best idea.
Yeah, I detect a design flaw.
Yeah, so they switched it so that the selector is always pointed forwards and forwards is safe. So that way when you're low crawling, the selector is in line with the direction the rifle is going to be dragged.
That explains the design philosophy behind this one, because if there's no safe, it can't accidentally be taken off safe.
Exactly. See, that's just what you do.
Just don't shoot yourself, forehead.
I'm trying to figure out what this magazine is from. I recognize that base plate. Is the magazine end plate based off of an L85? No. Oh, it is! It is! Oh my god, dude. Oh, I am so fucking good at this.
Nice.
It's only somewhat based off of it, but you can see how there's like on the actual magazine, you can see there's like a cutout, like a scallop that's taken out of the magazine, and that button is where you press to relieve tension from the magazine spring pushing against the floor plate. So that's how you disassemble the magazine. Because normal AR-15 magazines do not look like that.
Okay. Is this supposed to be an AR-15 magazine, you think?
I think that was what the initial idea was. It's weird because it's like, this is like an AR-15. You know what this reminds me of? Oh my god. This reminds me of the image of the AK-47 that was drawn by a CIA agent. And it's the first depiction of an AK-47. So it was a hand-drawn sketch from memory in 1953, and he had seen an AK-47 and he didn't draw it until later. It's very silly looking.
Yep, that's pretty absurd.
You got to remember that the CIA agent was absolutely not an artist by any stretch of the imagination. The thing that's weird is he drew it, but he put the safety from a PPSH on it. Because presumably he didn't know that the dust cover on the side of the rifle was also the safety. So he was just like, I don't know where the safety is. It must be in a trigger guard like on a PPSH. But this looks like a KGB agent saw an AR-15 and was like, oh shit, I gotta draw it from memory.
Yeah.
That's what this looks like. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't see a charging handle on it, so the charging handle must just stick out of the side. It's got to be how it works. I'm not saying it's bad looking. It's
atypical.
You can't even see the front sight. The rear sight is so tall that the front sight is not functional.
Or the front sight just isn't high enough.
You know, Mama always said if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. So we'll put that down.
If you want, you can modify it and make it less dumb, or see what the options are.
All right. We'll see what I can do to this thing. The selector lever does actually move when you change the.
Oh, that's nice.
The fire rate. That's kind of nice.
Very nice. Yeah. It is.
Not even Battlefield 6 did that. Oh, that's so weird. It's got like a version. Okay, so this specific handguard that's on here,
circular one.
This specific circular handguard with this metal shield in the front is a type of early it's a type of early FAL handguard.
Oh.
Which is weird that it's on like an AR. Oh, I hate that.
You don't like that stock.
Oh, I hate that.
I feel like it might get your finger or cheek.
Yeah, that's gonna forget. There are some stocks for the AR-15 that when you fire them, they have a tendency to rip off your beard hair.
Yeah.
This is gonna straight up rip off your face hair. Your face. Your face will get pulled off with this.
Yeah. That'll just add to your mystique. Who was the mysterious assassin? I don't know, but he left a lot of blood here.
He left a lot of blood and part of his face.
Nice red paint, like that.
The green one is like actually accurate because the first Army adopted AR-15s were green.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Some of them were like black, but they weren't painted black. They were made out of a it wasn't carbon fiber. It was like a fiberglass composite that looked black from a distance, but when you get up close to it, it looks like it's like carbon fiber. Okay. All right. Well, that's the stripped paint one reminds me of people bringing me their M16s that were like basically completely silver. And because someone gave them the bright idea of, hey, use oven cleaner on your M16. That'll really get it clean.
I've never heard that.
Don't use oven cleaner on anodized parts.
Wait, I think I do remember someone telling me to do that once.
Yeah, never ever use oven cleaner on your M16. Never do that. It just eats the anodizing. That is definitely an approximation of the AR-15. That is the EM2. I remember the EM2 fondly.
Oh, yes.
I like the EM2. It's really cool, but I also just fucking love bullpups.
That is abundantly clear.
This part of the receiver, the little like angled part with the magazine sticking out of it, that reminds me of a Chris Vector. But that's kind of what everybody does when they want to make a science fiction gun. They either copy the P90 or the Chris Vector. The front of it kind of reminds me of a P90 as well, but like just the very front of it. The fact that both of these sights are apertures is weird.
Oh, you mean the front and the rear sight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that connects to it's like a barrel support, but like why would it need a barrel support? That's goofy. Yeah, and then like a drum magazine. It's weird that how steep the angle of this magazine is. It reminds me of like a magazine for a Luger, where it's a very, very steep feed angle. This is an actual thing.
What is that?
This is an actual thing. You will notice there are no sights.
I will, because you pointed it out. I was so distracted by the everything else.
The reason it's shaped like this, now, if I recall correctly, oh god, what is this? What is this thing? Hang on.
It's an abomination.
No, so it is dumb, but I'll tell you why it's stupid.
It's a gun like a child draws a car. Like, all the pieces are there, but that's not the configuration.
What this is the Viper submachine gun. It's got a cool name.
It does.
The Viper.
The name is much cooler than the gun.
What this was designed for, it is a Sten gun.
Which explains the magazine sticking out the side.
It is a Sten gun that is put into a wooden clamshell design, and it is full auto only.
Okay.
There is no more semi-auto.
Is there at least a safety?
Well, yeah, there's the safety notch on the bolt right there, which it's actually in.
Okay.
That's the safety notch. What it was designed for was it was designed for British military policemen. This was an experimental submachine gun for British military policemen in occupied Germany post-World War II. And it's got a hole on the stock. up there.
Okay.
And there would be a spot somewhere else, I forget where it is, but basically a big sling loop would go around that. You would carry this slung under your arm, and it was intended to be fired from the armpit.
Okay.
You would basically, this little cup right here on the stock would go into your armpit, and you would squeeze it in your arm and hold the trigger, or hold the pistol grip on the front, and fire it like that.
Okay, like basically hip firing it.
Yeah, you're basically hip firing it all the time. So there are no sights for this.
Okay, that explains the no sights.
Yeah. That was it. That's all it was for, is for policemen. Basically, you could have it slung under your arm so you can still do stuff with your hands. But if you need to shoot, you're shooting at something that's 2 feet away from you. So you're just picking it up and then dumping the entire magazine into something.
Okay. And that was for the peacekeeping.
That was for like military policemen. They made a few of them. I don't know the exact number that were manufactured, but they made a few of them. And for very obvious reasons, they went, "This is a dumb idea. We're not making any more of them."
I mean, once I got over my initial shock and you explained it to me, I understand.
Now the real question is going to be, do I actually? Yeah, you don't actually aim it. You just kind of do this.
Sweet.
No, you actually do that correctly.
You don't even put it in your shoulder. Yeah, just hip firing it.
No, so it does actually have a butt pad on it, because you can put it into your shoulder. It's just like the intent was, most people aren't going to. You're just gonna do this and then just fire it from the hip.
Okay.
Oh, that was all the ammo I have for it.
Aw, dang.
Yeah, it's quite literally just a Sten gun inside a wooden clamshell. That's all it is. Can I do anything to it?
It's a fun concept.
It's an interesting idea.
Ooh, defeat its purpose by giving it a longer barrel.
With a sight on it.
Yes.
I'm gonna put a Suomi barrel on there because that makes literally 0 sense. Oh, well, this is just unwieldy. Look at this.
Now the drum magazine takes up a chunk of your face.
This is like 50% of my screen is being taken up by submachine gun now.
It's even got its own animation when it gets picked up and everything.
Whoa! It's got its own animation that's in 15 frames per second.
Yeah, I think it's because we loaded it and didn't do it properly. Normally the animation doesn't look that bad, but yeah, the frames are kind of hurting us right now.
Please, sir, can I have some more frames?
It's a really cool animation, though.
It is really neat. Is that the Samaritan revolver?
You must be asking that question rhetorically. Surely you don't assume that I know.
Let's see. Let's just.
Is it the Good Samaritan revolver?
No, it's the revolver from Hellboy. The revolver is absolutely, the Samaritan is absolutely massive. I don't even know what caliber it is. It
does seem very
It
chunky.
looks like it's a 20mm handgun.
Yeah.
The Samaritan is an oversized top break action revolver resembling a beefed up Webley revolver. Yeah, that makes sense. It weighs nearly 10 pounds.
I imagine so.
Oh my god, I was just throwing this one out there. The 20mm. It's 22mm. So it's 2.7 caliber rounds.
All right.
Something interesting about, I love this revolver. I think the Samaritan is like one of the coolest looking fictional guns ever. And yeah, it is primarily based on a Webley revolver. There's no rifling in the barrel, which is weird.
That is odd, yes.
There would be normally. It's kind of like a Webley, but they took part of a Mateba, like specifically the back of it, and attached that to it. The thing that's interesting about it is there's cutouts in the cylinder, so you can see whether or not a round is chambered. Except that by doing that, you have now created an unsupported cartridge, and it would just detonate the moment you pull the trigger. It's going to explode out the side of the gun.
Well, that's
when
not
you pull
good.
The trigger.
That's bad.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's going to explode out the top of the gun when you pull the trigger. That you wouldn't.
Well, maybe the shell's not exposed. Maybe it's just an indented part of the.
No, it's because you can actually see the shell in there. When I go to reload this thing, you can actually see the shells in it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yup!
Yeah, the shells are exposed.
The reload animation is really funny. I also love that you hold it with 2 hands because that's the only way any
It's
normal...
so heavy.
No human would be able to fire this gun. Like, the whole point is that the thing firing this gun is like a 9-foot tall demon.
Oh, yeah.
Like an actual demon.
Right.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, we talked about the MG42 before.
Oh, yes.
For some reason it's got Star Wars Greeblies on it, because, like, why not? Oh, yeah, I did also think it was weird that you could either do an MG34 barrel or an MG42 barrel, which is really strange.
So that's still there. That's still a feature.
And for the record, this would not be a drum magazine. It is a belt canister. The whole purpose of that little drum is to hold a 50-round belt coiled up so you're not dragging the belt around behind you.
Yeah.
Or you're not dragging the belt through a bunch of mud when you're trying to get it set up. It's just a real convenient way to carry a belt of 50 rounds.
There's a difference. The difference is that you've got to dispose of the belt afterward.
You said that as like a joke, but the MG42 did not use disintegrating belts. They used reusable fixed metal belts.
Oh, so you want to collect it and reload it?
Yeah, so it would just spit the belt out the side of it, and then when the belt was, because I believe the belts were in 50-round increments, and you could technically link multiple belts together, but when the belt ran out, you would just put a new belt into the gun.
You can link multiple belts together. I'm imagining you're linking multiple of those casings together, so you just have like 8 drums strapped to the side.
Oh, I should see what you can do to the battle revolver, if anything. I'm assuming that everything, oh my god, you can put a little stumpy barrel on it. That's adorable.
Anything to reduce the weight.
Put a long barrel on it. Put a reflex sight on it because Hellboy's trying to improve his split times when he's doing competition shooting. Oh, we already looked at the fractured regulated photon disruptor. Like when we picked it up, it did a whole animation. So yeah, you can change the capacitor.
You can take off the barrel or
make
extend it
longer. What the hell does the photon disruptor? So it disrupts light. It's a photon disruptor. It disrupts light. All right. So it's a wall.
It disrupts the photons that are hidden in your body. Dark matter. You wouldn't understand.
I must not understand anything about energy weapons because when I see it has a radioisotope thermoelectric generator, I'm like, why would you strap an RTG to this thing? It's not a fucking satellite. It's not Voyager. It's not going into space. Why am I strapping an RTG to it? Am I trying to give myself horrible burns on my hands? Iron sights, glow sights,
reflex sights,
yeah,
scopes.
Reflex scopes. Alright, so what does this thing do? Oh, it's like a shotgun.
It's an energy weapon shotgun.
Yeah,
okay.
Alright.
Damn, alright.
It's a little too big, though.
It's very chunky. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, what?
That's the trigger, apparently. It looks like an animal tooth.
That's a weird linkage that the trigger has on it for some reason. This has to have been made as an experiment and not as like an actual, hey, we're gonna issue this to soldiers. And I'll tell you why, because I am seeing like at least 5 things at first glance that are immediately gonna get broken the moment you hand this to a soldier.
Is the trigger one of them?
Yeah, the trigger is one. Can you guess all 5? Write in the comments below.
Is the second one that bronze piece underneath, and one of those teeth is gonna get
so the heat sink, the teeth at the bottom, that's just gonna immediately get bent. Those are all gonna get bent off. Some soldier is gonna realize that if you like poke at one of them with your finger, it goes doing and makes like a fun noise, and then he's just gonna like accidentally break all of them because they made a funny noise.
You'll be assigned one in the armory. You'll pick it up, and it's only got 3 lips left.
Yeah, so the heatsink is going to immediately get broken. The trigger is going to get broken. There's a little glass vial on the back. That's going to break. There's one on the side. That's going to break. The big glass covering on there, that is also going to break.
If you're lucky, all those wires will be intact.
Those exposed wires, those are going to be gone immediately. Also, that stock is god-awful.
It does not look comfortable.
I mean, if it's an energy weapon, it shouldn't have a recoil. So
that also true. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. This is a Luty submachine gun.
A Luty.
Luty. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, it is a submachine gun that was designed to be made out of literally every single part of it can be found at a hardware store.
Oh yeah.
It's just made out of a square piece of tubing. And metal plates that you can cut out and then literally bolt together with bolts from a hardware store. The barrel is extending all the way back to and making contact with the bolt. That is not supposed to be doing that. So yeah, it's a open bolt 9mm submachine gun that is made out of stuff you find at a hardware store.
All right.
It was designed by Philip Andrew Luty, who was an English gun rights activist. He designed a bunch of different guns, and he got charged in the late 90s and sentenced to 4 years in prison, with other investigations ongoing, because he kept designing shit like this, and then just basically being like, here you go, everyone just make a bunch of them. Weapons based on Luty's designs have been used or found in numerous recorded incidents of criminal or terrorist activity.
Wow. So he was making ghost guns before ghost guns existed.
Luty campaigned for the free possession of firearms and published instructions on self-built, fully automatic weapons that can be produced by simple metalworking. If it is the only thing that you have, if you need a gun and this is the only thing that you can get, I'm sure it'll be better than nothing.
Are you sure?
That's really funny that the reflex sight I put on it is a Trijicon RX-01.
When you don't have a gun, but you do have a Trijicon.
It's really funny to me, the concept of putting a Trijicon RX-01 on a Luty submachine gun, because I guarantee you that this optic is worth at least what the submachine gun is worth, probably twice as much.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just very funny that it's like, yeah, I'll just slap this thing on there. I got one of these laying around.
I built my own gun, but I bought the scope first, and now I'm bankrupt, so...
Yeah. Marksman Rifle. What is this?
303.
What the heck?
Very peculiar.
So it's got a bolt, like it's a bolt-action rifle, but then it's also got like a handle on the front, like it was based off of a crossbow.
Maybe those
But it's like a crossbow from Diablo 3, because it's got like a magazine on it.
Could it be that those are tripod legs? I don't know. Nope, not tripod legs.
How?
Don't know how that works.
How are the bullets... How are the bullets getting from the magazine to the... It's like an internal... It's like a tube magazine?
There's a magazine spring in the magazine, that's how.
Pre-chambered around before reload... What? Huh?
Gathered all these guns together. I thought that'd be interesting. Didn't realize this one would break you a little bit.
It's like I'm trying to figure out how the fuck this magazine works, because it's like my initial thought was, oh, it's, I guess if the magazine is up there, then maybe it's like a Labelle 1886 where it's a tube magazine. But how is the bullet getting from... So if the back of what's highlighted right now is the back of the magazine,
yeah,
how is the round getting all the way back to like where the bolt handle is and then getting lifted up and chambered?
I imagined that it was being lifted up and put into the tube, and then the firing hammer just kind of has a really long connecting
Maybe the bolt is just real fucking long. Yeah, maybe the bolt doesn't start until like the line in between the barrel and the receiver.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. I don't know what pre-chambering means. That doesn't mean anything. You're making up words.
It just means that you leave one bullet in the chamber while you're reloading your magazine.
What is the difference between reflex sight and reflex sight dot? Okay, so it's just a circle.
Okay, so yeah, if you're not going for precision, more of a combat rifle. Ka-ching!
Yeah, the round just pops up like the magazine is right under it, but then the magazine
is very far forward and not under it.
That's so weird.
So strange.
I don't like this.
No.
I don't like this. This makes me feel uncomfortable. I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
Yeah, I could try to craft some theories, but I don't know.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. The fuck? It's got a crowbar. It's got a dueling shield.
The crowbar is the front grip.
You know, okay. A dueling shield on a side-by-side sawed-off goes pretty fucking hard. Dueling used to be an Olympic sport.
Mm-hmm.
and they would duel with wax bullets. So like what you think of with a duel where it's two non-rifled pistols and you shoot at each other. They would do that with wax bullets. They would wear a fencing mask.
Yeah.
And like a thick coat. And the guns had a shield around your hand. So if you got hit in the hand, it wouldn't blow your fucking finger off.
Okay.
And that's basically what this is somebody made a dueling shield for a side-by-side shotgun.
I see.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of fucking into it. It looks stupid when you're aiming down this way, but that is kind of fucking cool.
All right. Wonder if it's optional.
I want to live in a world where people are doing side-by-side shotgun dueling, and they're just loading 12-gauge shotguns with Vienna sausages. The short barrel is fun, but I kind of like the longer one, even though it's weird because there is now a crowbar and a steak knife.
Yeah, to attach a
Yeah, because the crowbar didn't reach anymore, which makes me wonder, is the crowbar just there for reinforcement? Is it an emotional support crowbar?
No, if it's a shorter barrel, the crowbar functions as your bayonet.
Glow sight. Reflex sight? Fuck you, reflex sight. No, we use no sights. We use our eyeballs like men. Muzzle brake? Nah, we don't need a muzzle brake. That's spike muzzle brake, though. Iron ball. Rebar?
One chunk of rebar per shell.
Oof. That's chunky. I also love that the trigger guard is just sawed off now. So in addition to he had sawed the barrel down. And I would argue that the barrel is still sawed off because it is very short. Whoever did this also just cut the trigger guard off because they were like, fuck that, I don't need a trigger guard, it's got a safety on it.
Yeah, there's no trigger guard. I see.
I also wonder if there were 2 triggers on this and they wired both the triggers together. If I fire it and it just fires both rounds at once, that's gonna be the indicator. Nah, it's still just a normal one. This is automatic submachine gun and an assault submachine gun. Is this one of the submachine guns from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
I haven't seen that movie, I wouldn't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I tried it out earlier and I thought, wow, this reminds me of the Institute pistol, so I immediately hate it.
Yeah, it's gigantic.
Hate's too strong a word, but it did remind me.
Oh, yeah, can't really change anything else on it. You can do a drum or
a couple different drums.
Couple different drums, that's pretty much it.
Alright.
What kind of wine do you got? We got white and red. Assault submachine gun. It's a Sten gun with a bunch of science fiction parts on it.
It's a Sten gun? Where's the magazine jutting out the side?
So one of the things you can do on the Sten gun... Here, let me grab an actual Sten gun. You see how there's this part of the magazine right there that has the little spring on it?
Yes.
Let me zoom in a little bit more.
I see it.
If you pull back on this pin, it will release the tension on that latch, and you can rotate the entire magazine well assembly so it points downwards.
Oh, really?
Yep. You can rotate the whole thing. And that was basically just for storage.
Wait, I thought that was the difference between a Sten gun and an Owen gun. Now I'm confused.
No, the Owen gun points upwards.
Oh.
Yeah. Owen gun points up, Sten gun points out the side.
If you can rotate this one, can you rotate it upwards so it becomes an Owen gun?
No, because it won't feed from either of those positions. The hole for where it feeds is only on the side of it.
Oh, does it rotate to the other side too, so you can make it left-handed variant as well?
Nope.
Oh.
It's only meant to fire from that one position.
Oh, so it's just for storage.
It's just for storage. That's the only reason you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't think you can do it while the magazine is inserted. You have to take the magazine out.
Makes sense, yeah.
So basically what they did on this model is they rotated the magazine, well, assembly downwards.
Okay, yep.
They rotated it downwards, so they took the body of a Sten gun and they did some Hollywood movie magic prop making to it, rotated that downwards, and that's pretty much it.
Alright, it's got its own unique profile.
Was it just a normal submachine gun? Is it an energy? Oh! You unfold the magazine!
Wow!
Alright, that was unexpected. Oh, the little pistons on the sides move when you shoot it.
Oh, I see it. Ah, that's cute.
Oh, that's kind of goofy. I don't hate that, actually. I don't hate that. So the button you press when you reload this, you press a button on the back of it.
Click.
That isn't actually, that button is the end cap for the mainspring of the gun. And pressing in that button is how you remove the stock from a Sten gun. But I don't actually hate that they turned it into like a funny science fiction gun. That's kind of neat.
I can never tell which one of these guns you're going to be offended by and which ones will tickle your fancy.
I don't see the thing that a lot of people don't understand is they said people constantly are trying to send me like these cursed guns because they think it's funny when I'm mad. And it's like they send me this shit to try to upset me.
Just let me be happy.
Just leave me alone.
But thank you for thinking of me, I guess.
No, just leave me alone. When they're creative with how they do shit about guns, that doesn't really bother me. I mean, there's a bunch of guns in Destiny 2 that are fucking stupid, and I still really like them.
Okay.
Like, there's a gun in Destiny 2 that is called Cerberus +1. It's fucking dumb.
Is it a four-headed?
Yes, it's a four-headed gun.
Just don't get shot, four-headed.
So it's got Cerberus +1 has 4 different barrels on it. The standard way it looks, I think, is fucking dumb, but then you get an exotic for it later, and it makes it look fucking cool as shit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the 4-headed mongrel attachment for it makes it look fucking cool. I love how it looks with the 4-headed mongrel option. The normal option, I think, looks dumb. I don't fucking like it. I do kind of like the hose clamps on it, though, if I'm gonna be real. The hose clamps on it look kind of fucking legit.
Have you played Destiny recently?
No, it's just this gun lives fucking rent-free in my head, because I'm stupid. This is the way it looks normally. So it's got 4 barrels. You've got the 1 barrel in the center, and then someone bolted like 3 extra barrels to it. And you can see it's got literal hose clamps holding it together, and then there's like a fucking battery pack on the side of it with wires going to something. The 4-headed mongrel skin for it, there's these two lugs that are right there that are directly taken from the FN Scar. The handguard is based kind of off of a Magpul handguard. The sight is based off of an EOTech hood. So it's not even the full EOTech, it's just the hood for an EOTech. And then the barrels are kind of just like made up things.
The barrels reminds me of that Simpsons scene. That's how you turn a regular gun into 5 guns.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I don't dislike stupid made up fake guns. It's just you gotta do it in a way that's fun.
Like the Gunblade from Final Fantasy.
No, the Gunblade is dumb. I hate the Gunblade.
I could never tell.
I don't like this. I don't like the.
A couple of scopes.
Yeah, the scopes are kind of done. No muzzle.
Rotate the mag well. Vertical.
What? Oh, so it's then you just don't rotate it anymore.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like it better when it's rotated.
I know. I assumed it was going to be vertical, as in like top down, but there you go.
Diagonal's kind of fun.
Yeah. That's the only gun I've seen that's like that, really. Yeah. I played around with a few of these, but I wanted to make sure you got a taste.
Oh no.
And then a heavy combat shotgun.
That's horrifying. Yeah, this is a Sterling submachine gun. So like there's the Sten gun, and then there's a Sterling gun.
A Sterling gun is a Sten gun with a curved magazine.
It's very different, actually.
Oh.
They both operate basically, and yeah, they're both submachine guns. They're both 9mm submachine guns that have the magazine sticking out of the side. If I had a nickel for every time Britain designed a 9mm submachine gun with the magazine sticking out of the side, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird this happened twice. There, I got that meme out of the way. The Sterling guns required more machining than the Sten guns did. The Sten guns could basically be made out of stamped sheet metal. Sterling guns were made out of like a piece of tube steel, and then you had to put a barrel in it, and then you had to like machine out the charging handle. It couldn't just be made out of a round piece of metal.
Bit more effort.
The stock folded underneath it, as opposed to the Sterling guns, which I don't know if they actually made a folding stock. You basically just took the stock off it.
Okay.
This is an actual legit submachine gun, as opposed to the Sten gun, which was kind of a stopgap measure that ended up fulfilling a full combat role.
A couple different receivers.
Oh, that's kind of weird. It's got one with like an M203 handguard on it.
Yeah. Reinforce the stock a
It's
little
too bad that you can't have the normal stock on it.
Which one is normal?
Well, neither of these are normal. It's the normal stock is like an underfolder stock. I don't know that they ever made a drum magazine, and I definitely don't think they ever made a drum magazine that was
It's hexagonal.
hexagonal. The reason it looks familiar is because it looks like the E11 blaster from Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Because this is legitimately what the E11 blaster is.
Based on the Sterling.
Yep.
Okay.
The E11 blaster is a Sterling submachine gun that the stock has not been unfolded, and they put a magazine that was cut down to only hold 5 rounds in it. And the reason for that is because when they were making these Star Wars movies, they would have blank firing guns. And every time they shot a blank, that gave the special effects people the cue to make the laser come out of the gun.
That doesn't explain why they only had 5-round magazines.
Because generally they're not going to fire more than 5 rounds when they're shooting a scene.
Oh, okay.
And so it kept the magazine really small. All of the guns that are in those movies are just World War II guns that they just slapped shit on them to make them look futuristic.
It worked!
Even in one of the most recent Star Wars movies, the dude's handgun is a, one of the guys is using a handgun that is an AR-15 in .22 caliber that they cut the stock off and they gave it like a 3-inch long barrel. You just take guns and you just make them up.
You just mangle it a bit.
Yep. Gauss rifle.
That's a Gauss rifle. That's a fictional sciencey weapon.
Yep. I can't really identify what the parts on this are because they're all kind of made up. They're not really from anything.
I always love that. Yeah, it's cool.
Neat.
Yeah. So the heavy combat shotgun. It's a 5 caliber gun.
I don't even know how does it get the shotgun shells into it? Industrial buckshot? Oh my god, wait, hang on. That's
for that reload.
Okay. Oh my god, you aim with your finger!
That's your sight!
Oh, that's hilarious. I hate that. I love that. So it's not semi-automatic. Okay, I was initially going to say this thing is fucking dumb. I hate this. I was initially going to say this thing is dumb and I hate this. And then I realized what this is an industrial shotgun that somebody has bolted 5 industrial shotguns together. So it's not as dumb as it sounds initially.
It sounds pretty dumb.
The premise would hold water.
Okay.
But it is a bucket with many holes. It will hold water, just not for an extended period of time or if you look at it too closely.
It's funny.
Are you aware of what an industrial shotgun is?
I guess I'm not, no.
An industrial shotgun is quite literally a shotgun for industry. They are like 4 gauge. Oh my god. Do you know what the name of the one made by Remington is?
Do tell.
The Master Blaster. It's the Remington 401 Master Blaster. What industrial shotguns are designed for? They are 8 gauge, single shot, manually actuated shotguns. And what they're primarily used for is they use them to blast slag off of the walls of kilns.
Oh.
While the kiln is running.
Oh, okay.
So you basically open a hole in it, and there's just a bunch of metal slag on there, and you just start shooting at the wall. And somebody saw this and thought, you know what? I'm gonna turn this into a thing that I carry around and use to shoot people I don't like. This is dumb. This is incredibly stupid. And I'm fucking here for it. Go away, Gauss Rifle. I don't want to play with you anymore. I want the heavy combat shotgun because it is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and I love it. Friendship ended with high-capacity assault submachine gun. Heavy combat shotgun is my new best friend.
And it only weighs 17.
Yeah, it only weighs... my back is already destroyed. What are Santa's little helpers?
Dual wielding.
Is this shooting candy canes?
Yes it is. I think so, yeah.
That is a really goofy reload animation.
It is, but it's also unique, and I love it.
Oh yeah, it's actually shooting candy canes. That's dumb. I kind of like it though. It's dumb, but I kind of like it.
Might even be able to modify it to not fire candy canes, but why would you want to? It's got the Merry Modding Days skin.
If I change it to this, what does it shoot now? Did they just like appear from above me?
This is from the heavens.
Oh yeah, they shoot little discs.
Okay,
Shoot, like,
so
coins.
it does change the ammo a little bit.
The reload animation is funny.
It is.
Yeah, you just...
Was that the oh, that was the holstering animation?
You holster them by throwing them off to the sides, and then when you unholster them, they appear.
Marvelous. It's a TIE missile launcher right there.
It looks kind of like a javelin missile. I mean, it looks kind of like a 1950s version of a javelin missile launcher. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's actually a lot like a clue.
A clue.
CLU is is like the
I see.
Is the acronym for it. I forget what it stands for. It might be like controller launching unit or something. But basically, it's the computer that you attach the missile tube to, and then the computer tells the missile where to go. And then the missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't.
Man, that thing is so cool looking. So Clue is the name of the
Command
weapon.
Launch Unit is what CLU stands for.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's the javelin missile with the CLU or CLU, and then there's someone using the CLU without a missile attached to it. And I heard that in Iraq and Afghanistan, because we didn't really have a whole lot of tanks to shoot at, that some people were using the CLU as like a way to locate enemies, because it's a gigantic like thermal and night vision optic.
Oh, okay.
And it's got like zoom on it, and you can technically use it to lock onto something, and it will track that thing. I just don't know how well that works on people. I don't think it works on people very well, but I don't know because I've never actually got to play around with a javelin launcher.
No.
Surprise, surprise! This thing that costs millions of dollars, like they wouldn't let me play around with one. And I was like, hey, can I borrow that for like 10 minutes to go look at birds? They were like, no, you can't do that.
No, you need it repaired. You need it repaired, right? I'm the small arms repairman. It's kind of small, right?
That's a separate job. That's tow missile repair.
Oh.
Yeah, tow missile repair does that one. I believe they also do javelins and.
What? Don't you have to repair tank barrels as well? You mentioned.
Yeah.
But this is.
No, because this is electronics, and I'm too dumb to work on electronics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you first hear that, like, oh, those are included under small arms, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But the reason they did that, this is one of the few times that I'm willing to give the Army credit for actually kind of having a good idea, is there initially was a job that their entire job was mortars and artillery. That was all they worked on, was mortars and artillery. That meant the 60mm, the 81mm, and the 120mm mortar, and then 2 different howitzers. And then the Army was like, well, we've already got these dudes that their only job, we're training these people to only fix howitzers. And then we also have to attach a small arms repairman to them. Why don't we just have one dude that fixes all of their light light weapons?
Yeah, why didn't they?
So that's what they did.
Yeah.
They were just like, yeah, just for the sake of training and to make financially more sense, they just train one job that's capable of fixing all of those. Because yeah, you might not have a small arms repairman who has to fix an M242 Bushmaster, but then also fix an M777 howitzer. Because those are 2 different types of units. One of them is armored cavalry, the other one is artillery. It does make sense when you think about it. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense because it's like, oh yeah, the main gun on a Bradley is definitely small arms.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, you can manually fire the main gun on a Bradley. If the power goes out to it, you can install a crank on it and turn the crank, and the crank will make it fire.
I did not know that.
So you can turn it into like kind of like a hand crank Gatling gun, where you have the dude is like aiming it through an optical sight and basically just telling somebody else in the Bradley just like, shoot the fucking gun, and he's just turning the crank on it as fast as he can.
If the thing is unpowered, you can't rotate it or aim it. It's just...
You can still rotate the turret because most of these vehicles do have an option that they have a hand crank so that you can rotate the turret if it completely fucking fails. And also, like, if the vehicle is powered down and you need to rotate the turret for whatever reason for maintenance, you can rotate the turret with, like, it has, like, a gear reduction on it. It just takes a long fucking time to rotate it.
I see. So you have one crank that turns the barrel and one crank that primes and fires the gun.
Yeah, basically. Oh shit, there's an ASP? What the fuck? Not suitable for sniping. Well, yeah, no duh. So this is an ASP.
An asp? Like the snake?
Yes, like the snake. This is an ASP, only they've turned it into a laser gun. And what the ASP was, is it was a Smith & Wesson, I believe a Model 39? They didn't make a ton of these. It was a Smith & Wesson Model 39 that this guy extensively modified. They did melting on basically everything, which is where they like smooth down every single surface of it so it is the smoothest, most snag-free finish possible. You'll notice that there isn't even any checkering on the slide. It's just
flat.
a flat cutout.
Yeah.
It's got a little hook on the trigger guard because, as with the style at the time, you hook your support hand trigger finger around that, and that gives you a better shooting grip.
Okay.
It had Lexan windows in the grips, so you could just look at the grip and see how many rounds were left in the magazine. It was designed as a super sneaky gun for super sneaky people, but the real party piece of the ASP is this thing, the gutter snipe sight.
The snipe, yeah.
Yeah. That when you line it, so it looks like this. It looks real weird, but when you line it up properly, it makes 3 evenly sized triangles.
Which is cool. I'm not sure how
It's a really fucking cool sight. It's great for close range. Anything beyond about 10 yards, and it doesn't work amazingly well.
So, hence the not suitable for sniping.
Yeah, it's not really suitable for any kind of like long range, but this was designed for like very, very close range. This was designed as like a backup gun.
Okay.
Or like an emergency pistol.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's really cool. I would love to get an ASP pistol. I'm never going to because they cost like $1 gajillion.
Oh my. And it's a laser pistol, so of course it fires lasers.
Oh, I hate the noise it makes.
Not very impactful, is it?
No, and it's not like an actual... I wish it was just an actual gun.
Aw.
Why couldn't it just be an actual...
Well, the people who spec into energy weapons need some love, too.
Yeah, but like, you could have... I don't know, make like this piece of shit an energy weapon.
Why couldn't you have mutilated a gun I hate?
Oh, I want an ASP pistol. I don't want to go play Call of Duty Black Ops just to get my ASP fix.
Was that the Tround pistol over there?
Oh, I think I had found this previously.
Maybe not that specific one. I got that after I killed one of the leaders of the major factions.
Yeah, it's a Desert Eagle slide on a Makarov frame, which makes literally no sense whatsoever. Oh, I get it. It's like a Dalek, but it's a Dardak.
Exterminate, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Doctor Who joke.
Ah, yes. Oh, dang.
Good lord.
That's, it sounds nice.
Yeah. I'm kind of really surprised they don't have an L85. Like, I understand they have the EM2, so the EM2 kind of scratches that itch for having the bullpup, like the British bullpup in there. And if they had gone with the EM2, it's questionable as to whether or not they would ever have gone with an L85.
Yeah, you say an EM2 is just a better version of it.
Well, no, the EM2 is the original. The EM2 is the original one. The British military adopted the EM2 for like 5 minutes. It literally was not adopted for even a year.
I gotcha.
They adopted it and then basically immediately unadopted it because it was in 280, and then as soon as they had adopted it, it was like, well, you're part of NATO now, which means you got to use the same ammunition as everybody else, so you're going to use 308, just like everyone else in NATO, said the United States. And everyone went, all right, cool, yeah, we'll use 308. I guess we'll all start using battle rifles and FALs. So where's your FAL, United States? The United States went, oh no, we're too good for an FAL. We'll design our own gun with blackjack and hookers. And then they made the M14, and it was a massive piece of shit.
Should have just gone with the other one.
They did test an FAL that was called the T48. And we didn't end up adopting it because
Let me just take a seat right here.
your spine is going to be fucked.
See, the thing is, with Fallout 4's physics, anything I sit on becomes a vibrator and massages my injured back.
It's great. The T-48 basically got sabotaged constantly during all of the trials. For example, during the Arctic weather trial, the two competing ones were the T-48, which was an FAL, and the T-44, which was basically M1 Garand with a detachable magazine. It was an M14, effectively.
Yep.
They competed in the Arctic rifle trials, and Springfield Armory, because they really wanted the M14 to get adopted, they basically spent weeks fucking with the rifles. and redesigning them specifically to reduce them from seizing in cold weather.
Okay.
None of the T-48 rifles got any of that treatment. So they basically just took the T-48 rifles and went, hey, Terry, is this oil good for cold weather? Nah, that oil's shit for cold weather. All right, put it on the T-48s, and then we'll shoot the T-48s, and it'll make the T-44s look really good. So the T-48s kept fucking breaking during the trial. They wouldn't function because they would freeze up. So the FN dudes cranked open the gas ports on all of them, and it just annihilated the insides of the rifles. Like, it made parts just start breaking constantly because they basically overgassed them to fuck to try to get them to function.
Okay.
And the T-44s didn't have any problems because they had like almost a month of just getting constantly tweaked with until they were ready to go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and then the one other thing that the U.S. government was like, yeah, we're not going to adopt the T-48. That's just dumb. One of the reasons they didn't adopt it was because, well, so we could just make M14 parts on, like, the machinery that we have to make the M1 Garand? Like, we can just use those machines to make M14. So, like, why would we adopt the FAL? That would just be stupid. We're not going to adopt that thing. It's probably a piece of shit anyway. Look, it broke during the Arctic trials. Yeah, because you sabotaged it. Shut the fuck up. And then it turned out that, no, you actually can't make M14s off of M1 Garand machinery. It doesn't actually work like that.
Yes.
So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of reasons why we didn't adopt the FAL, and most of them are fucking stupid. The biggest problem is that Springfield Armory, which used to be an actual national armory, they were a federally government-funded weapons research and design firm that would make guns. And they really did not want to adopt any guns that they didn't design or that they didn't get to make. They really didn't. It's one of the reasons that the early rollout of the M16 was so fucking disastrous, because basically at every single step of the way our bureaucratic system worked and the way Springfield Armory functioned, they were incredibly reluctant to adopt a new rifle that they weren't designing and making.
Right, because they wanted all the royalties.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just more of, well, our people designed it so we know it's good. Even though it wasn't good, it was a piece of shit. And I'm talking about the M14.
So it's more of a pride thing, you think?
Kind of. It's also just like entrenched bureaucracy. No, you can't come into the room 2 minutes early because the rules say you can't come in the room 2 minutes early. And then you walk into the room right on time and they say, why weren't you 2 minutes early? You should have been here early.
All right.
It's like that kind of bullshit. That kind of bureaucratic nonsense that the rules say you can't do the thing because the rules say you can't do the thing.
They say you shouldn't attribute to malice what you can attribute to stupidity, but lately I've been finding a lot of success in attributing malice to governments, so I don't know, sometimes I question things a bit more.
Part of the problem with the M16, the early rollout of the M16, is there were multiple factors that resulted in the initial rollout of it being absolute dog shit. One of them was the fact that Springfield Armory was unwilling to adopt it, even though, by this point, super sneaky cool guys were in Laos, and Vietnam. Before the actual Vietnam War, like, the US was involved in it, they were using prototype AR-15s and being like, yo, dude, this thing weighs half of what a fucking M14 weighs. I can carry 3 times the ammunition, and it is making people fucking explode. I want this. Give me this. I need this.
Put the M14 to shame.
Throw the M14 into the fucking trash. Give me this. So they're getting these glowing reviews of the M16. Well, the AR-15 performing in combat, and Springfield Armory is just going, no, we can't issue it though. We can't issue it. It's not in 308. It's not in 308, and like we didn't have our guys design it, and like this Eugene Stoner and this Jim Sullivan guy, they're probably fucking stupid and they don't know anything. So like, no, we're not adopting it. Because originally the only reason it got like adopted by any branch of the military is because the Armorlight rep brought an AR-15 to Curtis LeMay's birthday party and shot watermelons with it. And Curtis LeMay went, damn son, that's hot shit. All my security guards should get those. Because it's just making watermelons explode. And like, you know, that's just something that like you see that and it's like watching a tank run over a car. You're just like, that's fucking cool.
Yes.
You shoot a watermelon with a gun and it blows up and you're like, damn, that's really cool. And it has no bearing on how good the gun actually is.
No.
But regardless, he saw the AR-15s at like a demonstration and was like, these things are fucking cool. I want these for security guards. The Air Force adopted them, but only as a security guard weapon.
Okay.
To a lot of these dudes, you were giving them a weapon, you were showing them a weapon that might as well have been a fucking laser gun from the future. So they immediately wanted to adopt it. Springfield Armory was basically just like throwing a fit every single time someone would mention it because it was like, no, we just went through all this shit to adopt the M14. We're not fucking changing again.
But the M14 is so bad.
When they did finally start adopting them as like the M16, which God pissed NATO off so fucking bad because the US had basically just been like, oh yeah, that's 762 NATO, that's the one we're going with, yeah, that's 762 NATO. Oh wait, we changed our mind, we're going 556 now. You guys should all adopt 556. And all these countries that have like a 100th of the US military budget are just like, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, what the fuck do you mean? I need to throw out all these weapons I just fucking bought from Fabrique Nationale, and then it cuts to Fabrique Nationale holding a Belgian waffle going, bonjour. So they finally do adopt the M16, but then somebody gets the bright fucking idea that because one of the fucking bullshit advertising things, actually, I don't even know where the fuck this came from. Somebody got this idea that the M16 was self-cleaning.
Okay.
Someone got this bright fucking idea that the M16 was self-cleaning. And if you don't know how an AR-15 or an M16 works, it basically belches all of its exhaust gases back into its own bolt.
Never heard it described that way before, but it does explain why there's so much carbon in there.
The M16 shits where it eats. Basically, every other gun throws the exhaust gases out the front of the gun somewhere. The AK-47, like, vomits it out directly above the handguard. The FAL, again, it vomits it out directly above the handguard. But the AR-15, gas travels back down the gas tube, goes in between the bolt and the bolt carrier, and that expanding gas forces the bolt carrier backwards, which unlocks the bolt, and then the ejection cycle continues from that point. That's why the inside of the bolt carrier and the back of the bolt gets covered in carbon. They never gave the Army cleaning kits. They never issued them. They never even told them they were a thing.
Because it's self-cleaning.
They never even instructed them on how to clean it. And then to make matters worse, there was a specific powder that the AR-15 was originally designed for. But the Army and DuPont, the chemical company that was making this powder, had a bunch of this powder that was left behind for the M14. And they just went, rifle powder's rifle powder, it doesn't matter. So they used this rifle powder that was not designed to work with the AR-15, that had way more carbon fouling
Yikes.
than the normal AR-15 powder. So it resulted in this horrible, horrible combination of elements of Springfield Armory doesn't want to adopt the gun, and they're doing it begrudgingly. The only reason they're doing it is because basically Congress is going, you have to adopt this fucking gun. Stop whining about it. You're adopting the fucking gun. You're taking it. So they're throwing a fucking fit about it. The powder is the wrong powder, which increases fouling. And they're telling soldiers they don't need to clean their guns.
It's a recipe for disaster.
So you ended up with soldiers dying in Vietnam, being found with their guns shotgunned open, trying to eject empty shell casings. Because the guns were breaking, and there were multiple reports. Now granted, these are first-hand reports, which first-hand eyewitness accounts are always unreliable.
Yeah.
But you ended up with eyewitness accounts of soldiers saying they had to single-hand load rounds into their M16 because that was the only fucking way they could get it to reliably cycle.
Is this all a testament to the AR-15 in the sense that it overcame such negative perception after that abysmal deployment?
I think so. But yeah, it was all of these compounding issues. And I don't even know how the fuck I got on this topic now.
I don't remember either.
Oh, it was because I was talking about the EM2 and how the British Army had adopted the EM2 for like less than a year, and then the U.S. Army was like, no, you gotta switch to NATO!
That's right.
So
and that's how we got on that tangent.
Yeah, that's how we got on that tangent. Yeah, I kind of wish there was an L85 in here, but, you know, it is what it is. That's just because I like the L85, even if the original versions were a piece of shit. But as I discussed earlier, so was the original versions of the M16. I mean, that wasn't the M16's fault, though.
Yeah.
That was the original L85s being a piece of shit was because they were actually a piece of shit.
All right, we'll put them all under the Christmas tree here so the gangs can have a great time. Good news, we got a bunch of guns for you. Bad news, they all use a bunch of different types of ammo.
Good news, gangs. Here's a bunch of free guns for you. Yay! Bad news is they're all looties. Oh. Is one of them a high point? Someone just slaps him. I like high point. Hans flame. Oh, that's funny. That's Hans flamethrower. Hans get the.
It's got his face behind it too.
Hans get the flamethrower. Oh, it's got a cigarette that's.
Oh, come on.